I've been testing the ESR Flex Keyboard Case for a few months now, so I thought it was time for a full review about it. When most people think about turning their iPad into a productivity machine, they immediately look at Apple's Magic Keyboard. But with that coming in over $260, it's a massive investment. The ESR Flex sits in a completely different category, usually priced between $54.99 and $56.99, which naturally makes you wonder what you're giving up. And after using it, I've realized that this isn't just a budget alternative. It's a product that actually offers more flexibility than the premium options in several key areas. Now, the most defining feature and the one I use the most is the magnetic detachable design. Most keyboard cases lock you into a rigid laptop-style form factor, which is nice too, but the Flex allows you to pop the keyboard off in a second. Because it connects via Bluetooth, it stays paired and fully functional even when it's not physically attached to the iPad. And you can actually type from up to 32.8 feet, so 10 meters away. In a real-world setting, this means you can set your iPad on a stand or a shelf at eye level to avoid neck strain and keep the keyboard closer to you or on a lower desk surface. It completely changes the ergonomics of working on a tablet, taking the experience beyond the desk. The stand itself is a magnetic triangular design that offers incredible stability. You aren't just stuck with one view. It supports two main usage modes. There's a 65-degree angle, which is the sweet spot for typing, reading, and taking video calls, and then you can flip it into a 20-degree angle. This lower angle is the drawing mode, ideal for writing, sketching, or taking handwritten notes with a pencil. It feels solid under the hand, so the iPad doesn't bounce when you're working. And speaking of the pencil, the case features an integrated pencil holder, which is a built-in slot that keeps your Apple Pencil secure so it doesn't get knocked off in your bag, which is a common frustration with magnetic-only attachments. So it keeps the tool secure and always within reach for when inspiration hits. Now, when it comes to the actual typing experience, the keys feature a highly responsive scissor mechanism. They are well spaced to ensure accuracy and provide that ideal bounce you want when typing at high speeds, of course. And you also get a full row of shortcut keys that allow you to control screen brightness and volume directly from the keyboard. This is really nice. It's an approach that saves you from constantly reaching for the screen and really makes our lives easier when working. Now, the trackpad is another area where this case keyboard punches away above its weight class. It is 65% larger than the trackpads on many standard keyboard cases, measuring 4.4 by 2.8 inches, and this extra surface area is vital for multi-touch gestures. You can click, scroll with 2 fingers, pinch to zoom, or use a 3-finger swipe to return home. This is great, and it makes navigating iPadOS it feels much more like using a traditional laptop. This boosts your multitasking and editing efficiency. However, something to consider is that the trackpad is not clickable across its entire surface. It responds best when you click towards the bottom half. Also, unlike the more expensive model from ESR, the Flex does not have backlit keys. So if you do a lot of typing in dark environments, that's a trade-off to consider for the lower price point. Now, one of the best things about the Flex is how little bulk it adds to your bag. It's designed specifically for students and office users who need a lightweight build for easy portability. The total weight is 530 grams, with the back case itself weighing just 275 grams. For context, this is about 20% lighter than many other keyboard cases on the market. Despite being light, it doesn't feel cheap. It features reinforced air guard corners to provide all-around protection against drops and bumps, and it also feels more like a hard shell when it's not attached to the keyboard, but it has a rubberized finish on the outside that makes it easy to grip and stay protected during travel, for example. Battery life is another set it and forget it feature. On a full charge, the battery lasts up to 60 days based on 2 hours of daily use, according to ESR. And in terms of compatibility, this case is tailor-made for several models. It works with the iPad 11-inch A16 2025, the 10th generation from 2022, and the iPad Air 11-inch, both the M2 and M3 versions, as well as the 4th and 5th generations iPad Air, also 11-inch. Ultimately, the ESR Flex Keyboard Case is built for people who need a functional, versatile setup without the Apple price point. You get the detachable freedom, a massive trackpad, and solid protection for a fraction of the price of a Magic Keyboard. ESR has been around since 2009 and is currently the #1 brand for MagSafe accessories on Amazon with over 28 million products sold. There is a level of trust in their build quality and a history of over 490 patents that you don't always get with other third-party brands. If you don't need the specific pro features like backlit keys or portrait mode support found in the Shift series, the Flex is likely the best value upgrade you can get for your iPad today. It simplifies the tech so you can focus on the work. Thank you so much, ESR, for the invite for me to test the Flex keyboard and for sponsoring today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.